Welcome back to more Tokyo Xtreme Racer. So last time, we had a massive win streak of 40 right here. We managed to beat 4 teams. We'll talk about them in this part because last part was going on for a little while. And I even talked about, how Racer Gates are going this year. That's pretty fun. So I was thinking about perks again. We have 75, so you know what? Let's actually start thinking about skills. I think it's finally time. So, I think what I really want right now is, let's get extra attack. And then let's get this skill right here, Aura of Dignity, which, the distance in which you can damage your opponent is reduced by 3 meters. So I want that. So there we go. Now, let's briefly go over some of the other skills of this game, because some of them are good, some of them not so much. So now in terms of your driver skills, as you see here, you can get skills that allow you to equip more skills. That's why again some rivals have 2 skills. And then you also got stat upgrades too. You can obviously upgrade your CP or SP, attack, defense, and toughness. And then in the tree, there are skills that kind of relate to the stat. So for the SP side of things, we got Serial Battle Sprinter, which gives you more SP, which recovers your SP in consecutive SP battles. It could be nice, but only happens in one type of battle. So it's not very it's very situational. That's one problem. A lot of these skills, they're very situational. So But anyway, Fearless Smile. This gives you more SP proportional to the damage built up opponents. This is kind of a win more skill. So if you get ahead of your opponent, you heal your SP. To be fair though, it is probably better than Serial Battle Sprinter because again, you could use this to recover your SP in more situations. Then we got Pride of Greatness, which gives you more SP with more wins. So if you're trying to go for a long night, this could be nice. But again, it's a bit situational for my liking. Then after that, we got Peace of Mind, which just gives you more SP, so that's cool. And then we got one I kind of like though, Self-Love. It restores your SP when you perform technical bonuses. And at max strength, it actually heals quite a lot when you do clean cornering and near misses. So it's a pretty fun one. Maybe I'll consider it. Then finally, this one we can't really do much with, but Acceleration Addict. Basically, it restores your SC when you use Nitrous, which we don't have currently, but it's really good when we do. Then we got the attacking skills, which are probably the best in the game, except for this one here, Parking Area Duelist. It gives you more attack in a parking area battle, which once again is very situational. And you bet that's the rivals in parking areas like to use this skill data, so Then we got Aura of Dignity, and there's a reason why I got it. Being able to reduce the distance we can start damaging opponents is extremely useful. Basically means that we can do damage way earlier, which that helps a lot. Then we got Pride of Speed, which again, more damage with more wins, which again could be nice, but again a bit situational. And there's other skills that just do more damage in less specific scenarios. Then we got Center of Attention, a very strong skill, which it deals damage when you successfully perform a first attack, then a reversal attack, then blocking even. And then damage is great at high levels. If you want to end battles quickly, this is a must-have skill alongside Aura of Dignity. They kind of combo together perfectly. So Then you got Burning Spirit, which increases your damage by 10. And then probably the better version of that skill is Pioneer's Secret, which gives you more damage by 20% for the first 30 seconds of the battle. I'm pretty sure it was also nerfed too, because it was a bit too good at earlier points of the game. So Then you got the defensive skills. Another situation on here, Melee Survivor. An Intrusion Battle, which is basically like a battle with multiple rifles. You get more defense, which again, that's not very useful. Overblowing Complosion though, makes it so that it's the opposite of Aura of Dignity. The rival will need more distance to start damaging you. That's very good too. Maybe a skill you consider once we are able to put 2 skills, because I think Aura of Dignity is a bit too good to pass up. You got Pride Defense, it's what you expect. More defense after each battle, or after each victory. Then we got an interesting skill here, another situation on Heart of Steel, which nullifies the damage from Center of Attention. which, if the enemy doesn't have center touch though, it does nothing. So, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Then you got unnerving confidence, which gives you more defense. And then you got the key to victory, which gives you more defense at the start of the battle for the first 30 seconds. So, yeah. So again, like I said, yeah, this skill reminds me of opening attack from Xenoblade. That's basically what it is, so yeah. Then you got the toughness skills. You got Hunter or Strong Pose, which is equal to Xenoblade. This activates in battle against a team leader, a boss, and a wanderer, and it reduces tire wear, nitro system consumption, and collision damage. I get the BC as being pretty good because again, these are the rivals that actually matter, and there's quite a lot of them too, so yeah. Much like the skills to Xenoblade, yeah, you can definitely get a lot of use out of this, potentially. And then, yeah, we got Meticulous Magic, reduces tire wear. But as you're kind of seeing though, we can just kind of replace our tires pretty easily, so it's not the best thing in the world. But Miraculous Thrift is not bad, because it basically means that, yeah, you basically get more nitrous during battle, which is very nice. Especially earlier on, where you don't have that much. Then after that, we got one that we can actually get to level 3 already, Secret Technique. This eases the timing or just accelerate near miss and trips. Which, yeah, if you're making use of like self-love, for example, with the near misses, that could be kind of nice. So there's a bit of synergy there. Then got Robust Physique, which, yeah, reduces damage from collisions and walls, other cars, and rival cars. So, yeah, if you find yourself playing with the walls a lot, it's not bad. I could definitely see it being kind of decent. And finally, we have Last Minute Tenacity, which, yeah, prevents the beat from collision damage for 5 seconds per battle, so it starts at 1 second. Could be interesting too, but I think overall Robust Physique is probably a bit better. It's a bit more, it's less situational basically. So yeah, that's all the skills in the game. Took a long time explaining that, but that's okay. So yeah. And yeah, we still have more talking to do, because yeah, we're gonna go to the reference. Because yeah, we defeated 4 teams last time, so yeah. But anyway, let's go over this. We got Fresh Market, a team formed by people who handle fresh fish from the port to the wholesale market and the front of the chunker shop, led by Golden Steer at the side of the previous leader. Due to their private relationships, the team's unity is strong. Their creed is the good manners inherited from the predecessor. The driving and sayings are characterized by minimizing machine roll and avoiding sun acceleration and de-acceleration. That's due to their profession in transportation. They worry about the fish cell ingrained in their bodies getting onto the seeds. So yeah, as you probably said, yeah, they manage fish. Like yeah, here, Big Black, he actually fishes the fish. So yeah. And yeah, not much else to say really about his bio with obviously here. So yeah. Then we got Victory Hand Sign. Yeah, I guess he sells the fish because they're in wholesale business. And yeah, and he's also getting some guidance from the team leader, which yeah, that makes sense. Then we got Sagami Sumeresa, who yeah, he gave us some like he's offering some, I believe, Chonko when we're talking to him in the parking area. So yeah, so that's something I remember from him. And yeah, it even says that yeah, he was a former student sumo champion. So yeah, that explains his name, so that's interesting. And finally we have the team leader, Golden Steer, and yeah, seeing those skills, yeah, you can check what skill they had when you battle them, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, Golden Steer, Ryoto Mabuchi, delivery and distribution. As the disciple of the former leader, he took over the team. Since he drives an FD as his daily ride, his technique is advanced. Previously he had concerns about his stamina, struggling in long drives or extended battles, but he overcame this through daily effort. He intends a sports car to gradually build his strength, and his focus has been sharpened through serious battles. I'm truly glad for him being a rookie. He's renamed himself in honor of the former leader. So yeah, there you go. So he was a member of the team before, but yeah, he's a member of the team before, but then yeah, when the team leader left, he honored his legacy and took the name. So that's kind of cool. Anyway. We got Phase X, a new emerging team composed entirely of members in their 20s, spawned 4 years ago by leader Wildbird, who gathered classmates from junior high and their acquaintances. This saw in strong bonds and unity among members. Despite chronic financial difficulties and tuning issues due to their spring of friendships, they grow daily on the competitive shoot to express their honor with their passion for driving that overcomes these problems. So yeah, we got Go Nagashima, who's actually his real name too. And yeah, he's a friend of Xtreme Red, and he's a DJ. A lot of these guys are actually very music-based, which is kind of interesting. I do wonder if that's something to do with the names, so yeah. And he's a DJ that's able to read the crowd, so that's interesting. Then we got Sideburn Screw, who's apparently a dancer. I'm guessing he has distinctive sideburns, which, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can kind of guess what the rival's about by that name, so yeah, keep that in mind, I guess. Then we got Xtreme Red, another DJ. And yeah, you apparently honed his techniques in New York, so that's kind of cool, so yeah. So yeah, there you go. Then you got Rushing Stray Dog, not music related, but yeah, he's a junior of Wildbirds, it says, from the Delinquent days. And he's a team mascot too, so that's kind of cool, so yeah. And yeah, we heard Metal College Jupiter be mentioned a lot. He is the guy who tunes the cars and stuff, so yeah. And apparently, apparently his cars are able to compete with stock GTRs, so that's kind of interesting. Then we got Flying Octopus, who, yeah, I do like the octopus on the side of the car, that's pretty cool, so yeah. And yeah, he's also been a friend of Wildbirds too, long-time friend since middle school, so there you go. And here's that team leader, Wildbird, Katsuhisa Hamakia, or Hamakia, I believe, I'm not so sure. But yeah, there's this guy right there. Once a local delinquent leader, he decided to pursue racing after his mentor advised him to find and master one thing. After graduating from middle school, he worked while buying used machines and cheap parts, mastering tuning on his own and crossing parts of the strongest of the Shuko Expressway. His fearless driving, characterized by a never-give-up attitude, stands out. He maintains good relations with his former delinquent friends who continue to support him in various ways, so yeah, kind of explains why he has this Yakuza getup, I guess you could say. Then we got Riverblocks, a team full of my driving enthusiasts who love music. Each member has different genre preferences, leading to heated arguments through music discussions. However, they become receptive and fire around musicians and music-related drives from other teams. They prefer Wang-type machines with that audio equipment, prioritizing listening to favorite music and ideal sound environment while driving. The additional weight from the speakers makes them disadvantaged in battles, so yeah, I kind of talked about that before. We got Midnight Blue, who, yeah, deeply bashed about game music, which, yeah, to be fair, I kind of feel the same way. I think it's a bit easier for me to discuss game music than actual songs, because context and stuff, so yeah. And yeah, something kind of weird about him too. Previously, wish he could drive with a game controller. Now plays games with a steering controller, so yeah. I actually prefer using a controller too. I don't actually use the wheel in a racing game that much, or at all, to be honest. Then we got Pink Brew, the celebrated vocalist Diva, so yeah. Once faced a career setback due to conflicts at EOC. Yeah, that kind of feels like, you know, Japanese idol industry kind of, so yeah. So that's kind of interesting to hear that. Racing choreographer. So yeah. What is there to say? Yeah, getting touched on video stream levels. I guess he's got quite the following. Classical Blue. Unparalleled music knowledge, so yeah. More interested in cars of driving them, so yeah. Probably so that, yeah, you can make them sound good, and also you can optimize the car audio. Then we got Jazz Green. We bought him at the parking area, obviously. And yeah, he's all about jazz, and it's one of his no two runs on this thing, so yeah, there you go. And then we got the team leader, Hip Hop Red. Kaori Iguchi, and he's a DJ. A hip hop enthusiast with over 30 speakers in his car. He drives with the rhythm, heating up his driving with the beat. Although his car is heavy due to the sound equipment, the power boost maintains its performance. Despite newer, smaller, high-performance speakers, he struggles to part with the visually impressive large ones. I could kind of see that. Then after that, yeah, we beat all the teams that are part of Rebirth of Legends Company. And then after that, we had Far Away. The team covers of very middle-aged drivers. They are determined to teach young people what real driving is, but they are starting to feel their age. Balancing the growth from experience to decline due to aging, some members aim for revenge feel pressured by the remaining time. Though some members' prejudice can be a flaw, their undying passion for driving and dignified demeanor and the respect from other street racers. So yeah. Starting with Albatross of the Dark Knight, and he's around the oldest of the team at 51 years old. So yeah. And he's been driving cars for over 30 years, and now he's driving a Salute, so yeah, in the Mark 10, so that's kind of interesting. And yeah, 4 years goes to the beat by certain street racers that claim they cannot retire until you avenge that loss, so that's kind of interesting. And that's why he switched to a new car. They got Mockingbird, Robert Brewster, so yeah, he's another foreigner, and apparently he's an American Air Force account of Native American descent. And he's quite interesting because, yeah, this line here, he continues to race to avenge his former team, which is dismantled by Snake Eyes, causing his teammates to leave the Shuto Expressway. I'm not so sure what team he could have been a part of before, but my guess is probably Team Alpha, because Team Alpha was a team that wasn't in Import Cheer Challenge, and yeah, there were a bunch of foreigners, so yeah. And they relate to the Air Force too, so yeah, that would make sense. Now you got Penguin Drive. So yeah, apparently he's been targeted by the sons of high-ranking officials and is often dragged into their car-related escapades, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. Then you got Miracle Flamingo, CG designer apparently, and he apparently incorporates the essence of Ukiyo-e from his previous job into his name. I praise him overseas, so yeah, that's kind of cool. That he's known overseas. Then you got Woodpecker Syndrome. I think the reason why he drives this Mazda Tenza is because yeah, he has a family, and he drives them around in this car, so yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, that's basically what that says there, so yeah. Then you got Melodious Condor, who's also music related, and he's never been seen angry but feels pain each time the market puts its interest during fan booths, which quickly end up as used goods, so yeah. There's that. Rose Sacro, he's also a foreigner considering he's Arnold Watts, and apparently he often tells silly dad jokes. But one interesting thing though is that he helped Maxim Eagle, the team leader, and yeah, he basically tuned up a new car for him, which we'll read in his bio. And yeah, he claims to have built sit down for his body, but as expected, no one believes him. I don't really believe it either, but anyway. Then you got Mysterious Hawk, who's known as Boya G, old man. And yeah, all of them are old, so you could probably call all of them Boya G, so yeah. And he's very passionate with his BNR32. And finally, we got the team leader, Maximum Eagle, Renji Kunumachi, and Tequila. In his youth, he made a fortune on stocks and now lives comfortably off those assets. He had cherished his GZA70, purchased during the bubble era, but destroyed it in a battle with Dart Tengu. Having said this, Karanara won, losing his partner, he almost retired. Seeing this, Rosai Crow used all his skills and connections to create a JZ-A80 and convinced him to switch cars. Encouraged by his friends, he decided to start racing again. So his older Supra got destroyed in a battle with Dart Tengu, and I used newer Supra, so there you go. So that's all of them, but we also had a boss that we took down last time too. Playful Gentleman, one of the new bosses in this game. Shigeru Akuchi, I believe, voice actor, is his role. A veteran voice actor, active mainly in dubbing overseas dramas and movies. His voice is one everyone has heard at least once, making people turn their heads at parking areas. Due to his role, he has adjusted the image, but he's very gentleman. His unique set that warms the atmosphere by acting out many different voices. The machine is an FF car, but is tuned for drifting. He boldly attacks corners and entertains with gap maneuvers, embodying an entertainer's spirit. So there you go. And we also unlocked this card too. Another thing I didn't really point out was that we also got Rolling Master's card here too, when we defeated him, so yeah, and it's a bit better than Rolling Guys, so Rolling Guy number 1. So that's cool. And then we also got Playful Gentleman's car, which yeah, it's the Mazda 3 here, it's front wheel drive, 290 PS. It sounds pretty interesting to drive this thing as bio. Apparently it drifts in this thing, which is a lot harder than front wheel drive cars, so yeah. But anyway, with that done, we got our new skills, so we need to go equip it too. Let's get that Boro Finger D level 1. And now, yeah, we can start fighting with fire. We can start fighting fire with fire, so yeah. So yeah, let's get to it. And yeah, we're only going to be fighting bosses today. I think we're only going to fight 2 bosses, I think. Depending on how time is looking, so yeah. So yeah, we got the soft tires. Let's take on Traitorous Jackknife, who's over here. So I'll probably like fight some dudes and then yeah, we'll get to him. So yeah, Traitorous Jackknife. So I mentioned last time that yeah, he's a member of the 13 Devils. Yeah. So the thing about the 13 Devils is that yeah, they're kind of the infamous group of racers in the older TXR games. Pretty much yeah, they're a group of 13 of the best street racers around. And yeah, they're not officially a team though. They're kind of just considered like a group. And yeah, because of, you know, them being very famous and stuff, they like to appear in a lot of TXR games, which yeah, we'll talk about that later. And yeah, Trader's Jackknife is normally the first one you fight, so yeah. So again, Aura Dignity again, probably not going to make too much of a difference at level 1, but hey, I'll take it. I feel like maybe its defensive counterpart could be better early on, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, there we go. Let's see how it goes. Aura Dignity. In my first playthrough, I went hyper offense basically, making use of Centaur Attention and Aura Dignity, because yeah, I want to end battles very quickly, basically. So yeah. In this playthrough, maybe I'll try some of the defensive skills. We'll see. The defensive skills are, I will say one thing, the defensive skills, they're way better if you don't have the additional rules, because when you have a defensive build, you're basically waiting for an opportunity to attack, which, yeah, that's a bit harder with the additional rules, because you have to worry of, you know, engine temperature. And sometimes, yeah, depending on the card, your engine can heat up very quickly, so yeah, but they still could be good. Especially if, you know, you manage your engine temperature like I am, and yeah, you fight your battles when you're at your coolest, so yeah. And you're also using cards that don't heat up the engine very quickly. But anyway, here's Trader's Jackknife, our first 13 Devil member, former 13 Devil member, I should be saying. Because yeah, after TXR 0, the name kind of got retired, I guess, because they got conquered. Although in Tokyo Xtreme Racer Drift 2, the 30 Devils would return, which is interesting. But anyway, so yeah, his Jackknife, he can be a bit annoying. He also has 3 skills too, so yeah. Or 2 skills, sorry. And he's now starting to use his Nitrous too. Yeah, his build is centered all around Centaur Attention, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, which I don't think was very smart, but I'm gonna hope now I can start pulling away from him and start doing damage to him, so yeah. Yeah, I was worried about his cornering ability, so I decided to cut him up right there. It didn't really work out super great, but hey. Well, let's see if we can keep it up. Again, I'm still worried about my cornering though, because yeah, I do feel like the AI is pretty good at it, so yeah. Well, we do have the soft tires, so maybe I could take these claws a little quicker, so yeah, that's the hope. Anyway, not doing too bad there, so yeah, he's catching back up. I think we also passed on the Wanderer, so that's kind of funny. He made a mistake, so there we go. That's why defense is going to be good, because yeah, the AI, yeah, they can make mistakes, so you can obviously capitalize on that, so yeah. But anyway, we also got Jackknife's car as well, so that's cool. And yeah, he's not the only boss though. We also have Bloodhound, who's not on the map yet, and there's no one really else to fight, because we actually can't fight Immortal Clown yet, because he needs a specific car, which unfortunately they didn't mention in they didn't mention that with the advice, but yeah, like a lot of rivals though, he wants you to battle the same car, and he drives a Toyota BP, so we're going to need one of this later, so we're just going to return to the garage. So there we go, we got a bit more BP, but again, we're going to re-equip one skills, so yeah, we're probably just going to keep for Dignity right now. Let's look at Jackknife's bio in the boss section. So we're going to be reading a lot today, I think. So here's Trader's Jackknife. Toji Sakamoto, futon manufacturer employee. The legendary street racer once known as one of the 13 Devils. Possessing a genius sense, his strength is further polished by years of effort shining brilliantly. With a high aesthetic sense, he values the machine's appearance to be both intimidating and stylish, featuring an eye-catching large muffler that symbolizes high power. He sees the resurgence of Swift Emperor in the new generation of street racers reappearing on the Shuto Expressway. To assess their abilities, he takes the lead and challenges the battles. So there we go. And yeah, you can get his car, which is actually pretty good for this point. He has a comparable performance to our BRZ. He also drives a BRZ, I should mention too. And yeah, it could be decent. Like, 10 million CPU is quite a lot, so yeah. So again, just focus on your own car at this point, I think. And yeah, what, is there anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, another thing about Cherish Jackknife, he actually uses a different car in this game. He normally likes to use S chassis cars, like the Sil 80 or the S13, so yeah. That's generally he likes to use in these games. But anyway, we have Bloodhound, so on the map now, so yeah, we're gonna try and take him on, although he won't be easy, so yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna hope that the soft tires are gonna come in clutch. Because yeah, I really want to beat Bloodhound because what he gives. So yeah. As a reward. Anyway. So yeah, back to talk about the 13 Devils. So now yeah. I mean one of my favorite things about the 13 Devils is with one of my friends. So yeah. So one of my friends, yeah, he likes to listen to what games I play, even the racing games too, even though he doesn't play them himself. And yeah, I mean one of the nicest memories of the series is when I mentioned these Tokyo Xtreme Racer games and the 13 Devils, so yeah. So the funny thing about it is that the 13 Devils appear in a lot of games, so whenever they keep coming back, his reaction is always, priceless, so yeah. And yeah, I can't wait to see what his reaction to them reappearing in this game is gonna be, so yeah. But anyway. So we'll defeat Little Beast here. And take that corner quite well actually, to be fair. I hope I can do stuff like that against Oh, I made a mistake. I hope that we'll be successful like that against Bloodhound, so yeah. Because again, Bloodhound's not easy, so yeah, I'm definitely a bit worried about him. But yeah, if we beat him though, it's gonna make our life a lot easier coming up, so yeah. So here he is, and he drives the 8.6 this time, so technically the last car, although I think his 8.6 is pretty good though, so yeah. And yeah, it's kind of interesting he uses an 8.6 now, because yeah, before he used to drive saloon cars, like Toyota Aristos for example. His first run to TXR0 was very weird because his Toyota Aristo looked like a Mercedes DTM car, so yeah. But anyway, let's see what we can do here. So, it's pulling away quite well though, so yeah. But can we get back to him? Get a good overtake going? Can overtake, so that's good. But can we, keep it up basically, so yeah. Because we do have the soak corner here, and I think the AI is pretty good on the soak corners and compared to themselves, so yeah. Because they know when to brake a lot better than I can, so yeah. Feels like. Then he made a little mistake there, so can we capitalize? Let's find out, so yeah. It's looking pretty good. He does have that skill that reduces the damage he takes too, which isn't great, but there we go. Not too bad. I believe the knight's gonna end up with a Theo. And it does. He also gets card too. The opponent from your earlier battle, Bloodhound, approached you. The overwhelming pressure you felt during the battle was now completely gone, replaced by a friendly and approachable demeanor. Well done, glorious Friday precise machine. You're driving. It's almost like his second coming. I'm sure I at least heard of him. The straight racer once called the fastest, Swift Emperor. Nearly 10 years ago, one night, he suddenly appeared on the Shuto Expressway, defeating formidable opponents one after another, rising to the top in the blink of an eye. Once considered to have the closest skills to Swift Emperor, the former members of the 13 Devils are also a favorite opponent of his. At the center of the Shuto Expressway's racing scene, there was always Swift Emperor. That doesn't mean he was always undefeated. There are times when he was beaten by new straight racers and disappeared from the scene. During Swift Emperor's absence, other racers began aiming for dominance. On the Shuto Expressway, the Zodiac extended their influence, while prominent racers also rose to power in the Hanshin Expressway and the Goya Expressway. But each time he came back, his strong will to keep racing kept calling him back here. 4 years ago, even when deep sorrow froze his heart, his passion for racing never fully disappeared. He's consumed, utterly entranced by the act of racing. So, does that resonate with you too? Consumed, utterly entranced by the act of racing, burning with passion. Such a man's life intrigued me, to a point where it felt deeply personal. Now we irritate a precise machine, so yeah, there you go. So yeah, we defeated Bloodhound, so let's learn a little bit more about him. But first, being Bloodhound, I believe, gives us... actually, first, let's check if that could be a rebirth of Legend, because if it did, which it did, that means we get engine upgrades. So yeah, let's buy this in the perk shop. And hopefully I do have enough, and buying the skill earlier didn't interfere with that. So yeah, now we can get Exhaust level 2, and Intake level 2, and Nitrous level 1. So we finally have that, and also Power Unit level 3, so yeah, there you go. Alrighty, so yeah, now I'm gonna save up my SP to get the other upgrades. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here is, yeah, we're gonna get Power Unit level 3, so yeah, we're a lot stronger there. We're gonna get Exhaust level 2, and we're gonna get Intake level 2. And then also, finally, Nitrous. Equipping the machine with the Nitrous system, although it's used limited bright explosive acceleration. So there we go. We'll see that in action, probably against the boss, because yeah, that's what they're pretty good against. I'm also going to double check my gear ratios. I'm thinking I might, I'm going to set them default, and I'm going to set the first 2 gears again, like I did before, just in case. Because we did increase the power by quite a bit, so yeah. Yeah, once again, yeah, you really want to take on Rebirth of Legend because they always give you the power upgrades, and yeah, the power upgrades help out probably the most against the boss because yeah, the bosses, yeah, they're quite good at their speed, so yeah. So yeah, 2.946 and then 2.011. And I don't know if this actually does anything or not, but I just want to make sure, you know, so yeah. I want to make sure my car is perfect, basically, you know? Perfectly set up. So there we go. Alrighty, so yeah, with that done, yeah, let's read about Bloodhound. We can also look at this car later, in a bit. So yeah, there he is, Bloodhound. Shirasaki is a beverage manufacturer, apparently. One of the legendary street racers once known as the 13 Devils. His skill techniques and aggressive driving skill driving still earned him admiration from young street racers. He excels in tactics that shake his opponents and waits on them to self-destruct under pressure. Having long admired with Emperor Embassy as lead, he now shares a bond that can be called friendship. He wishes to continue following the legend that Sith Emperor will create with a new generation of street racers. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And yeah, we can go and have a look at his card too. It's actually a bit cheaper than Jackknife's, which I guess makes sense because again, the BLZ is slightly better than the 8.6, which is what he's driving. Although interesting enough, it has a different engine. It has an inline-6 turbo, so that's very interesting. I guess the engine slot that, so yeah. Interesting choice right there, but anyway. So with that done, yeah, I think we'll end this part because again, we chatted a lot about rivals today, so yeah, I think that'll be good. So I think, yeah, next time, I'm thinking we take on Transstripe because, again, this will also lead to more upgrades and then we can start using a BP to get that. And then after that, yeah, I guess we'll maybe take on one of these teams because, again, all of them only have like one member left, so yeah. I guess we'll see how that goes, so yeah. But yeah. I think it is cool though to make this part basically all centered around the 30,000 because yeah, them coming back is obviously quite a big deal, so yeah. But anyway, so like I said, yeah, next time, yeah, let's take on another boss in Transstripe and see what they're all about, so yeah. Look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.